The valley is agriculture. The valley is manufacturing. The valley is technology. The valley is community. You're watching the Valley Podcast presented by the Tuscarawas County Economic Development Corporation. Welcome to the Valley Podcast. My name is JC. I have Cindy Voorhies and John Kelly here with me. Cindy's from the SBDC at Ohio University, and John is also with the Tuscarawas County Economic Development Corporation. And we're doing this particular podcast to talk about a really exciting event coming up called Shark Tub. So I've lined up a series of questions that I'm going to throw at John and Cindy, and we'll just get into it.
All right.
So I've tried to start off with like the funnest question. What are the rules to the game? John, you might be the best one to kind of answer that one.
All right. Well, I don't know if I can give you a list of rules, but I can tell you kind of how it's going to work. So we're going to be at the Pritchard Laughlin Center on Tuesday, April 25th, 6 to 8 in the evening. We got a big room. We're going to have it divided in half with a wall down the middle, about 3/4 of the way closed. The first side of the room, when you enter, there's going to be tables with the competitors, the companies. Each company gets a table. They can decorate the way they want. They can lay out some swag if they want to give it away. They can put a sign up, decorations, whatever. And they're all going to have a jar that I'll tell you about in a minute. But then the public will come in and they're going to get like Monopoly money or prop money. And they're going to go around and talk to the competitors. And whichever ones they like best, they can use their Monopoly money then to put in the jar and invest in that company. We'll have about an hour to do that. And then we're going to try to count up that money as quickly as we can and see who got the most money, who got the most investment from all the Monopoly money. And then we're going to take the top 3, maybe 4 or 5 companies that got the most investment from the public. We're going to take everybody to the other side of the room where we have some chairs for people to sit down, and we've got a stage and a microphone, and we're going to have our sharks, our judges, sitting in the front row. So our sharks are mainly the sponsors and then a couple of the planning committee. So then all of those companies that got the most amount of investment, they'll get like 5 minutes up on stage and they can give their pitch. And then the sharks are going to listen to all the pitches. They're going to decide who's the winner. We've got about $4,000 in cash. So that's the really exciting part. And we're going to give that, and companies can use that money however they want. And then hopefully when we do this again next year, the winner will come back and say, here's how I used the money and here's how it helped my company.
I'm curious, where did this idea for this Shark Tub come from?
Cindy, were you involved with Shark Tub earlier when it was?
I was, yes. Back in the day over in Zanesville at the incubator.
Tell us about it then. We stole your idea.
Well, I can't take the credit for it.
Not you personally.
Larry Triplett, Carol Humphreys, they all put together this big event, and we had so much fun. The companies come in, and, several of the companies that were involved in it are still in business now and have grown their business significantly because of that start.
Cool. And I had talked to Larry Triplett last fall, September maybe. Matt Abbott from the Muskingum-Zanesville Port Authority introduced us, and Larry described it, and I thought, what an awesome idea. And he said, go for it.
Yeah.
Take the name, do it. And he's going to do it. He's going to be doing it again this fall in New Albany, Ohio, hopefully. And so it's going to be kind of a regional competition. So we hope to see it grow in the years to come too.
Something that Cindy and I were talking about before the show here while we were waiting on you, John, who can participate in this? She mentioned that the way banking looks at a startup is 2 years or newer. And we've kind of set this up to where you can be 5 years. Is that right?
A company needs to be like registered with the state and have an EIN number, the federal employer identification number, up to 5 years in business. And so we wanted to give an opportunity. They need to be registered. So we're not looking for companies that are just an idea on the back of a napkin. These are folks that have actually taken steps to get registered and get rolling. But we wanted to give them some opportunities for companies up to 5 years old, which, kind of spreads the opportunity out a bit.
Mhm. So,
Cindy,
John, when you say companies, the startup, I know we don't want the napkin idea, but if I'm pretty much ready to go, but I haven't made my first sales yet, but I've got my EIN and I'm registered. Uh, do I still qualify? I may
Yes,
not have those first sales.
still qualified.
as someone that helps people develop business plans and get these ideas up off the ground, what are some of the common questions that you hear from folks coming to you asking for help?
Well, they're asking about money usually. So
Bingo.
this is a perfect opportunity for them.
Yep.
Grants is the next question. And, right now, after COVID, there's really not much out there. And even during that time, there wasn't anything for you to get started in your business.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity. If you've got that idea and you're ready to go and you just haven't made your first sale yet, this might still be an opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been that guy that's like,
Mhm.
okay, I have the idea, I have a little bit done, I've got the thing registered, I went through the process, but you know what? I just don't have any money to get this. I need, I need a place, I need rent, I need space, I need equipment, this, that, and the other. And, you know, so you do, as a person that's in that situation, you start looking for grant money, or you start like trying to dig into, what opportunities are provided for startup companies. And the truth is, there just isn't much in the way of real capital, real cash. And this is an opportunity where you do have to compete for it. I mean, it's a competition, but it's a fun competition. And what a great benefit is from a networking standpoint.
Yeah.
You
Right, right. How many people's going to be walking through that place on Tuesday night, the 25th, and get to see what it is you're doing? Whether you're
Yeah.
selling a service, whether you have a product, whether you're currently in business up through 5 years, or if you've got that idea and just ready to go, but haven't made that first sale. This is a great opportunity.
Yeah, I went to a couple of pitch competitions that were similar when we were preparing for this, and you hear these companies give their pitch, and you think, that's a pretty cool idea. I want to go down there and I want to try their ice cream, and
Yeah.
or that product might, work with my company, or that might be something I'm interested in buying. And so the competitors have a great opportunity to meet the public and to meet their potential new customers.
Hmm.
And we, as supporters of small business, we're going to try to make connections with companies so that we can continue to stay in contact with them and support them, and help them out when they do need to make a loan in the future, or they do need to explore other markets for their product, or just being able to network, and they'll also have opportunity to network with other small businesses as well, and they can support one another, give each other ideas, maybe buy off of each other.
Yeah, one of the questions that I got recently, kind of handing out flyers and talking about this, can nonprofits be included in this?
I had that question once before, and I think yes. We didn't really discuss it as a steering committee, but I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Nonprofits need startup money just as well as much as for-profit companies do, and I've spent most of my career in nonprofits, so yes, in my
Well, and
opinion.
I know, having been a part of the group that's organizing this, I know that we said coming out this year, we want to be inclusive and not exclusive.
Yeah,
So the idea is to get as many people kind of wrapped into this idea as we can. And if we see that in the future there's a big demand for this, then we might have to start looking at things like whether we let nonprofits in, or whether we want to bring that 5 years down closer to two. But right now, I mean, it's wide open. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
anybody, new nonprofit, you can get in. Uh,
y'all come.
that's it. And so, how many entries do we have so far?
As of yesterday, it was 6 competitors,
Nice.
and
So,
there's plenty of time. We've got about 5 more weeks before it happens, so there's plenty of time for more people to sign up. You go to I'll give you the website, or maybe are you able to put it in the link in? But
Yeah, I got it right here. Here you go.
okay. Yeah.
On the banner, it's Tusk EDC / Shark Dub.
Actually, I think it's /.
Is it really?
Yeah. TuskEDC.com/SharkDub.
Oh, wow! I didn't know I didn't know you could do.
I think web pages are web links or /.
Huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, JC, you just learned something.
I learn something new every day.
Okay, my job is done. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the other element of this that we haven't discussed yet, that I think is so important too, is the public at large. We've gotten a lot of people ask, "Hey, how can I be a part of this?" Because they just love the idea. And my initial thought is, show up, right? Like, be there. So let's talk about some of the things that the public can look forward to, John. Here's a question that I lined up for the public. Can they purchase as much Monopoly money as they want? Is there a limit?
There's no limit.
Holy smokes.
For a $5 fee, you can get a stack, and we haven't decided yet whether it's going to be $500 or $1,000 or whatever. But you get a stack of money, and you can use that to invest. But you can also pay another $5 and get twice as much, or $15. And so for every $5, you get the same stack of money, and you can use it to invest more. So if your brother is there with his own company that he started up, and you want to spend $25 to put all your Monopoly money in your brother's jar, you can do that. And the company owners can invite their friends and family to come and participate and vote for them if they
That's what I was going to say. If I was a participant, I'd be calling up everybody I know.
Yeah.
Everyone, right?
Yeah. Get the competition rolling.
You got to come to this thing and buy some Play-Doh or, Play-Doh.
So when we did this in Muskingum County, the public had so much fun going through and investing in the companies and talking to each company, because you really get to feel, get to know, get to feel, get to see what it is those companies are doing. And when you're talking to the individual that's so passionate about what their idea is, it just is so fun. The public loved it.
And there's no entry fee, right?
No, competitors can register for free.
No, I mean, the public that wants to show up, they don't have to pay a door.
They can come in. They can come in for free if they don't want to have any money to vote with, to invest with. They can just come in and watch. That's fine. Yeah, for free.
Food and drinks.
We're planning to have some food and drink there. We haven't figured that out quite yet, but we're working on it.
Well, there'll be some snacks and little beverage there.
Some light refreshment kind of stuff.
Who are the sponsors?
The Ohio Small Business Development Centers are helping to sponsor. First National Bank of Denison, HV Coil, which is a manufacturer in New Comerstown, Ohio, First Federal Community Bank, the Community Bank, and then Genesis Coshocton Medical Center over in Coshocton, and Medical Mutual Health Insurance. Also, Jared Reynolds Insurance. Hope I haven't forgotten anybody, but we've had terrific support for this event. And that money is, pretty much all going towards, some of our expenses, but all towards the cash prizes.
Can people that want to sponsor, are they still able to?
Still open to sponsorships.
You can actually go on our website. You can go to the landing page, which I guess is tuskedc.com/SharkTub. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a link to a sponsorship form that you can click on and download. And if you fill that out, you can email that to John Kelly or J Kelly at tuskedc.com. And I'll put a graphic up with John's email. So you have to do that. So probably the quickest, easiest way to do the sponsorship. What community partners do we have involved?
Tell us about your agency, Sandy.
So the Small Business Development Centers assisting those that are participating in coming up with their plan, and we can help them with their pitch. So the SBDC does free counseling anyway, so we're a perfect tie-in to help them out with their business. And we have free trainings to clients that we work with. We counsel them in accounting, HR, record keeping, business planning, seeking financing, pretty much any day-to-day operational need that they may have, we can help them out with it.
free and confidential services from the SBDC. It's a great resource in our community. And, it amazes me that SBDC, small businesses are defined as 500 employees or less, which is almost every company in Tuscarawas County except
I
for
know.
2. Our hospital and 1 manufacturer are bigger than
Wow.
that. We also have a number of economic development agencies involved in this. JC and my organization, Tuscarawas County Economic Development. We have the Coshocton County Port Authority, the Jefferson County Port Authority, Omega, Ohio.
Ohio Mideastern Governments Association.
Okay, thank you. It wasn't
Oh.
coming out too well. So we're looking really at a number of counties in East Central Ohio: Jefferson, Carroll, Harrison, Tusk, Guernsey, Coshocton, Muskingum, Belmont. We got companies from neighboring counties, like contiguous counties to those. That's cool. You're welcome to join. But we're kind of targeting those counties because we really felt like that was an area that we could do a lot to support our small businesses and help. If we can make connections with them, if we can provide them with cash prizes, if we can help them develop their pitch, because they're going to need that when they go to the bank to get a loan, or when they talk to somebody in an elevator about their company. Still
Okay.
looking for companies to compete. We're still looking for people to come and participate and invest their monopoly money in the companies. And we'd love to have more sponsors as well. So appreciate all the ones that we have, though, so far.
So make sure you come out to Shark Tub, which is at the Pritchard Lofton Civic Center, April 25th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Learn more at tuskegdc.com, Shark Tub. The Valley is agriculture. The Valley is manufacturing. The Valley is technology. The Valley is community. You're watching the Valley Podcast presented by the Tuscarawas County Economic Development Corporation.